studio in downtown Jersey City. And today I have the pleasure of speaking with gemstone jewelry artist Jackie Bird. You do not want to miss this.
Well, that's how this evolved. It's funny because I also, well, actually I should talk about all the stuff I do, right?
Right. Yeah, I'm just dying to know what led you to jewelry, because I know you're an artist and you're a student of many things, art. And I want you to give us a rundown of everything. But
Okay. Well, first life, I was a dancer. I was a concert dancer, I was a modern dancer, I was a Horton baby. And then I ended up going to, before it was the Broadway Dance Center, a place called JoJo's Dance Factory. And I started working for one of our legend masters, Frank Hatchett. So I switched from the concert stage to the commercial theater, Broadway musical theater scene. So I did that for many years. I'm also a singer and I'm operatic based. So I did film, TV, Broadway, stage. I've traveled all over the world. So that was the first life. Then the second life, I've always choreographed and I've always taught dance. But I always, from the time I was a child, I always worked with my hands. I always created things. I think, when I was about 12, I used to make chokers, beaded chokers. And then, I discarded that, and then I came back to jewelry, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago.
Now, silk wire jewelry, what is that?
What silk wire jewelry is I work with silk, copper, and primarily gemstone.
Right.
So it's silk and wire. So like people think, oh, that's silk wire. No, it's silk, yarn, wire.
Right.
And it's evolved into, I call it jewelry art for your well-being. It's jewelry that's based in well-being and wellness. So the stones have properties, gemstones have properties, and crystals, and copper as well.
Now, your jewelry, how do you create that? Like, what tools do you possibly use to bend the copper and wrap it around the gemstone?
Well, I use my fingers primarily.
Okay.
But I have, pliers and I have what you call a vise that I never use. But I use, pliers. But primarily I'm using my hands to bend and wrap.
On your website, you state how important shapes are for you and how much attention you pay to shapes. Now, how do you use that same knowledge? How do you apply that same knowledge in your jewelry?
A friend of mine was very kind, fellow dancer, choreographer, Sue Samuels, had given me a showing. It was my first one. And, I had put everything up, and she walked around the table and she looked at everything. And then she said, it has movement. It moves. Your stuff moves. When I work with copper in a stone, the copper is not the centerpiece. It is to enhance the shape of the stone and the energy of the stone. So that is really paramount of what's going on here. It's a dance. It's the dance between the copper and the stone and the self. It's all a dance.
Now, speaking of copper and its healing connection, with your jewelry, what is that healing power that everyone talks about with gemstones?
A guy bought a piece for me, a necklace, and I was really honored because he didn't wear jewelry. So the fact that he ended up buying this piece for me was cool. And I started to tell him the properties. There you go, gemstone. He didn't care. But about a month later, he tells me he noticed that when he didn't wear the piece, he was hyper. He was more hyper than usual. And I just started laughing because what he bought was a stone called lepidolite and rose quartz. And lepidolite has lithium in it. It is a calming stone. The energy of lepidolite and rose quartz, they're both calming stones.
Now, Jackie, you told me that it's been really challenging for you to find like a niche market for your jewelry here in Jersey City. How has that experience been like for you?
Well, it's tough. Whenever you're trying to get something off the ground and you're trying to get people's attention, there's so many things to distract us. People's attention spans are like that. And so that's been part of the challenge. And then there are a lot of jewelry people, a lot of people making jewelry. And, sometimes the consumer doesn't realize that everybody has a voice. Yes, it's jewelry, but each person that makes jewelry is saying something with their jewelry, especially if they make it.
Now, you're a long-time Jersey City artist, but you're originally from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Do you find it easier selling your work out there in Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn? You know, I'm kind of at the same point where people just need to know who I am and know what I do. Because my frustration has been in fairs. You know, you go to, like I was vending at some place in, it wasn't Brooklyn, but it was a city. And you're in this place and there are 25 other jewelry vendors. So it's like I'm trying to find my way in terms of emerging into the art scene.
Right.
And you know, again, it's just knowing people and getting them to know me as well.
Right, and I'm sure it'll happen.
That's the intention.
Now, your company, Silk Wire Jewelry, what is next? What are your goals?
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, I always want to remain handmade. You know, more of an exclusive type thing.
Right.
Where, you know, I don't intend to franchise, or I'm not interested in that. I always want to be able to make the pieces. So, but what I would love is to attract people like Esperanza Spalding and Erykah Badu and you know, India Arie, you know, folks that are like earthy, down, you know, grassroots kind of entertainers. I would love to get my work on people like that.
What do you want your consumers to walk away with when leaving a hand-screened studio?
I want them to feel what you talked about at the beginning of this energy, of this spiritual energy. I want them to feel good. Because when you feel good, you treat people better, you're nicer to your strangers, when you feel good. That's infectious, just like feeling funky is infectious. I want to contribute to that feel good vibe. So I want people to feel good. I want them to feel calm when they walk out of here, like they had a moment to breathe and to figure out and have ways of, when that stress is going, that they can just, you have a ring that's soothing, and you just hold that ring and you just remember, you take a breath, and then you're ready to step forward. So I want people to feel good, and to feel good with the pieces.
Right. For more information on Jackie Bird's jewelry, please visit her website at www.silkwirejewelry.com and follow her on Instagram at silkwirejewelry. I'm your host, Martine, and thank you for tuning in.